right.
Just before we move on, I just wanted to show you this figure. This is a custom figure made by a collector, and I'll share his name in a moment, give him the credit he deserves. How cool is this for a WrestleFest figure? So a bloke by the name of John Norwood has shared his image of the WrestleFest Ultimate Warrior with the WrestleFest backing card, just like the arcade game, with all your favourite superstars on there. Very cool idea. I don't know how he made the WrestleFest Warrior so small. I don't really like the fact his arms are two different lengths either. The arms actually look like they're off of the Ultimate Warrior blind. What were those little boxes called? Lost my memory. Somebody tell me in the comments. Those little boxes that they had 12 per box, and there was some blind ones with rings. And Sasha Banks is one of 56 or whatever it was. The loyal subjects.
I don't know.
Loyal subjects. Let me look it up while we're doing the show. But that's what the arms look like they're from. The arms on those loyal subjects figures just popped off anyway.
Right. Well, mate, on to NECA. NECA have just announced can you bring up the image for me, mate? Because I can't remember what they've called it. It's a Comic-Con release, I think. Let me have a look at my phone. Sorry, guys. This is riveting audio here.
I don't have a NECA image, mate.
I sent it to you late today.
Oh, that NECA image. I do have that one. Where is it then?
Yes. This is the NECA. It's a NECA convention exclusive 2022 announcement. Now, as much as I love Heels and Faces, NECA, I also have a great passion for. Here we go. Now it's Bebop, Rocksteady. What's Splinter's original name? The bloody name escapes me. And Baxter Stockman.
Hiroshu Mashwashu.
Rokosaki? No, I can't remember. But anyway, and a Mouser. So you've got all those four dudes being mutated and turned into their respective favorite animals. What a great 4-pack that is. That is awesome. Awesome.
Just while on the subject of Ninja Turtles, I actually used the Ninja Turtles in a health lesson tonight.
Oh, really? Do tell.
Yeah, well, we had some heavy rain here for 2 days, which is very unusual for Perth, and there's a lot of flooding. And the kids were asking me about why the flooding occurs. So I was trying to explain to them how the drainage works. And they said, where does the water go when it runs off the road? And into the sewer. And I said, and who lives in the sewer? They went, the Ninja Turtles. And I went, yes. And what are their names? And then I said, and let's watch some old 80s cartoons on YouTube now instead of doing the lesson. In case my boss is watching, we did not actually watch cartoons. That was a joke.
That's awesome. Well done. Okay. Worldwide toy pickups. We don't really have anything to talk about there, but I guess, seeing as you had a cheapish, sneakish plug to sell your rock-defining moments, those that don't know, myself and our good friend Johnny Watson, we obtained the collection of the GOAT in the Hasbro wrestling figure collecting community, Mark Reynolds. We've sold off. We had over 30 pieces. We've sold off a whole bunch of them. We're down to the final 6 pieces. So we've got 5 2-up pre-production resin heads. 2 of them are painted, which is a Bart gun and a nails, both graded by UKG. And we've got 3 wax prototype heads, which is Bart gun, nails, and Bam Bam Bigelow. And then we've also got a test shot of a Series 5 Berserker. So if anyone's interested, please reach out. They're going for a pretty good coin, I think. And I don't understand why the heads haven't flown off the shelf, because they're immaculate. They look amazing, and they're only just going to go up in value. So if anyone's interested, please do reach out. They're the final 6 pieces we have out of over 30 pieces. And a big shout out to Mark Reynolds for entrusting myself and one of our great members, John Watson, to sell this collection. And it's been an honor, and met some great people doing this. So reach out, guys.
You sold anything to Cardona?
Did I reach out to Cardona? No.
Did you sell anything to him?
No. No.
Make sure you remind him I've issued the challenge when it comes to Australia. Podcast versus podcast.
Yep. There you go. We would
Their
win
400,000 subscribers versus our 4.
Mates, community events. So the Hobby Hangout, another shout out to the Hobby Hangout, which is the collected card show featuring all of the sports cards plus Pokemon. That's on Saturday, the 2nd of July at the Manning House, Sydney University. Get down there. Be there or be square, guys. Well, that's it from me from community news, mate. Have you got anything?
That's all from me as well. Should we hear from Go Figure?
That's it. Let's go.
The Wrestling with Figs podcast is proudly supported by Go Figure Collectibles.
I can't believe this.
Go Figure Collectibles have been established for over 20 years and have an extensive range of wrestling figures, DVDs, and merchandise. Go Figure Collectibles offers a huge variety of pop culture items such as Funko Pops, statues, TV, movie, and video game memorabilia, and so much more.
The fact for you, mate.
For all the Wrestling with Figs podcast listeners and Figs Down Under community members, use code FDU5 to save 5% off your next purchase store-wide.
You're gonna be joking me!
5%, yeah. Visit them online at gofigurecollectibles.com.au, or if you're in the Melbourne area, go check out the store on 104 Bakers Road, Coburg, North Victoria, and say g'day to Jeff and the team.
G'day, mates.
Support local and support Go Figure Collectibles, who continue to do great things for the collecting community down under.
And go.
And go. Okay, so this week I wanted to highlight the massive wall of pop vinyl action figures that the Go Figure store has on display. That's huge. And I've seen this in person, Chris, and it looks a lot bigger in real life than it does in this photo. But that's at least, with no exaggeration, I reckon that's at least between 7 and 10 meters long. That wall. Actually, no, it's probably more than 10 meters.
How many pops do you reckon are on those shelves?
I reckon over 1,000.
I reckon you're looking at 1,000 to 1,500 just in that photo.
Yeah, heaps. So, and the good thing about pops is they're only $19. Some of them are a little bit more expensive, the exclusive ones, but $19 for a collectible figure. And some of them tend to go up in value, which, to be honest with you, surprises me because
The other thing that I like with pops is they're small. So if you can buy lots of them and still doesn't take up too much space. Haven't been a huge pop collector, but tell you what, if I had more space to display stuff, I reckon I've probably gotten into them more. And also, I think I missed the first 3 or 4 series of the wrestling ones.
Yeah.
And my son loves them. My son's got a whole bunch of NBA ones. He loves the pops. So.
Yeah, nice. What NBA ones has he got?
He's got a Steph Curry and an MJ in his Red Bulls gear. He's got a Roberto Firmino Liverpool pop, and he's got another Liverpool pop. I think it's an Andy Robertson, who's their left back. But I couldn't quote you on that one. I'd have to have a look.
I reckon your son will be a collector like Dad. Sounds like he's already got back.
Yeah, I hope not, man. So he now, because I was still doing my Aussie Rules footy cards, but he wants his own set. So now I've got to buy everything twice and tell him that so we have one set of the premium cards together and he can have all the commons. But he already knows. He already knows what's valuable and what's not. And it worries me when, you know how well you're parenting when you hear your son go, we could sell that one and make double for what we just paid for it.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Hustling.
Hustling.
All right, well, let's get into merch purge, big guy.
Dude, I went down to the shops to pick up some fruit and veg. I couldn't help myself. Went down to the toy aisle. You never believe what I got. What you get? What you get? I got some figs. What you get? What you get? Found some figs.
You want to go first, mate?
You can go first.
Oh, I've got a pretty big week of merch perch, starting off with the new release of AFL Collector Cards 2022 Prestige. I have 2 boxes of Prestige because I got one being a member of the Select Collector Club, so you get 1 box for every release through your membership. And then I bought 1 through the general sale, mainly because I just wanted some stuff to trade to get my collection. as a Freo collector, it doesn't make a lot of sense to buy too many boxes because the cards aren't actually that expensive because it's not as much of a popular team. Some of the hits from the box, the green parallel Jeremy Cameron is numbered to 60. The orange is about 110. A Brownlow predictor card there numbered to 60 as well. So a few raries. I've sold a few, traded a few, and then hopefully we'll just top up my collection now. I've got another box coming that hasn't arrived yet. Also picked up this from Go Figure, Elite 88 MVP. I ordered this one a while back with a Sergeant Slaughter Elite 89, and then, of course, Jeff's stock of 89 didn't come in. So I sent him an email in the week and said, hey, mates, can we do something? Either let's buy something else or what have you got? Or do you want a refund? And we'll just take what you've got on the order. And he was really good to deal with. Got also unboxed the figures I showed last week, which were the WrestleMania Elite. So you got the HBK, Stone Cold, Bret Hart, the Build-A-Figure Vince McMahon, and the AJ Styles from the Boneyard match.
I love that Vince McMahon. That's cool.
The Vince McMahon is the only reason I bought this set because I've got good quality figures of the rest. Super disappointed with the Bret Hart and the Shawn Michaels. Just personally, I just don't think they're that great. The Bret Hart, and maybe this is on me a bit as well, I don't really know which Bret Hart this is. He kind of half looks old, half looks young. I can't figure out where it's from. I didn't actually look at the box, which I probably should have. But the Vince is super cool. That'll be going into the collection. The other four will be going up there somewhere, probably at the back of the collection. The Stone Cold's too lean and too tall. So if you look at the Stone Cold picture I'm showing, his legs are just too long. Even though they've probably made it to scale, it just doesn't look right. It looks too thin in the legs, and it just sets the whole figure off. And AJ, geez, have we got enough AJ figures?
Yeah, well, same as
yes, that's my merch purchase. That's all the things I have bought. If I showed you every sports card I bought this week, it would probably take us about 2 hours. So,
well, speaking of sports cards, before I get into mine, I filled up with petrol today, diesel actually, and at the counter, at the counter was football cards, and I thought they were $3. I thought I'd buy a couple, so I opened them up, and it was good fun.
Yeah,
but it just hit me right. It's the same with basketball cards, and I don't know if you find this. Had I opened a pack of 1995 NRL cards, I would have been buzzing. Whereas I feel like the older I get, in rugby league terms, I'm not saying basketball, and I suppose they're just as young. But when I look at some of the players, and some of them are just out of school, so it doesn't. It's not exciting. Does that make sense? They're not my heroes. They're not people I idolize. It's kids who are good athletes.
Now, what series did you buy? The AFL cards, correct?
No, the rugby league, NRL.
Oh, people still collect those?
Oh, they're at the servo, so I thought I'd buy a couple packs.
Did you hit anything big?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Did you have to look on the back of the pack to see what the quantities were? Oh,
no, I'll have to have a look. No. I heard there was one card, the Master and the Apprentice, and the Apprentice was the coach of the Parramatta Eels. The coach's son of the Parramatta Eels, and the Master was what's his name? Moses, who will never ever Parramatta will never win a comp with him there, and he's the Master. Are you kidding me? It just anyway. But it's the same with basketball cards. Like I've bought basketball cards, and a lot of them, unless I get like an auto or a vintage cards. But it just for me, Mitch Moses. There you go. Thank you, Riley. Mitch Moses. Terrible. I don't rate him at all. But anyway,
you want to know what auto are you shopping at?
The Caltex in Port Macquarie. Anyway, that's my little observation of my card collecting. Where am I? Okay, so two
Tell
things.
Us about what card did you buy this week?
I bought a 1990 classic WWF Ultimate Warrior card, PSA 10.
Yeah, very cool.
It's a great card. Do you recognise that picture, Chris?
It looks like the same picture from the Hasbro.
Yes, it is. It is. So here's the thing, right? I'm